Too many times I told these stop playing with me, go play with your kids. I don't wanna hear no opinions from people who still got dreams of making it big. I don't really care about what you would do if you had this bread or the things you would get. If you was me, you wouldn't work this hard. You don't know how long I've been waiting on this. I'm way too busy to hate on a bank account, look like she banking on tips. I came up from nothing, was laying on to sleeping in bundles and paying no rent. Everyone loves you when fame don't exist. When I made $1 million, they said that I switched. My watch is too pricey, my chain is on lit. My diamonds are icy, I'm skating on this. Skating like Gretzky back in the 80s and running from 12, but that isn't Brady. But that doesn't faze me, I keep to myself if that's what it takes me. The day that you play me, it be the same day me and Jennifer Lopez announced. Yeah, having some twins, there's 2 in the bag. You want the fame, but you wouldn't last. The difference between me and you is you trash. I'm really 100, you're doing too bad. Look, if I'm at a 10, then you like a 2. If you was a 10, then I'd be 200 divided by 2. I'm too good at math. Look, they got me started, I'm back on my and shit. I thought about for practice, like I've been auditioning. Cut it off when she started a bigger one. Cut it they use when they open the business and cut the red ribbon with. I'm ignorant. Too many times I told these stop playing with me, go play with your kids. I don't wanna hear no opinions from people who still got dreams of making it big. I don't really care about what you would do if you had this bread or the things you would get. If you was me, you wouldn't work this hard. You don't know how long I've been waiting on this. I've been waiting on this. Devil in the booth, I'm sitting on this. Don't touch the stove, I'm begging on this. I'm Freddie, I'm Mike, I'm Chucky, I'm Jason on this. You shaking on this, got something for hating on this. Look, all my celebrity crushes I already. Be mad cause I did it already. I told them make sure to my dinner already. And I did it all and you can tell me. Boy, what I want ain't you can give me. Got plenty of Benjis, but now it's more money, more problems. I should've listened to Biggie. And this type of living is not for beginners. You kinda losers do not make. Try to be cool, but I'm not for the. I got the rock paper. I keep it like rock paper scissors. I made the choice, it was not their decision. I'm not gonna listen to rappers who sound like broke records, but no, you did not. I'm highly offended. Only way you gonna get to where you wanna be, you gotta. Even if you made it to the bottom of the pit and try to climb it to the top, you know I probably. Always wonder how I'm feeling, and I tell them that I feel like I gotta pay the.
Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports. We've got some NBA action for you coming up. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. David Aldridge is on our sideline. For the Bucks, they continue their stretch of home games. This game against Indiana, the first time they've met this year. A season ago, they matched up with this team in the first round, lost a tough 6-game series.
And they're facing the team that dismissed them from the postseason last year. So certainly a little payback in mind.
We know that's in the past. You can't change that for sure. Nevertheless, a win would be sweet.
All the talk, Greg, leading up to this one has been about the impact of the backcourt.
And that's where it all starts. When you have a confident and competent backcourt, it just opens up a lot of things for you offensively.
We'll go to David Aldridge, who spoke with head coach Doc Rivers. That's the news, David.
We talked about the challenge of game planning for Tyrese Halliburton. The coach said we have to stay in. Front of him. The second he gets a step on us, that's when it's gonna pick your poison with him. If our guys stay in front of him, I think we should be fine. Back to you.
Thank you, David. Jackson has the open look. Good. And it's Giannis picking up the assist.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
It's Nembhard on the wing. Trains the three-pointer. Nembhard's got 6 points.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Now, here's Lillard. Shot clock at 6. And the dunk by Lopez.
Putting that stanchion to the test, the big fella. Banging it down.
Now, here's Halliburton. Here's Nembhard. No good on the 3. And Special K, as good as Damian Lillard can be throughout a game, he definitely takes it up a notch in crunch time.
Couldn't agree with you more, Kevin. He's one of those guys that certainly seems to rise to the occasion and relish in the clutch moments. And his range is in the gym like. I mean, 30 feet away, 35 feet away, he shoots it the same as if it's a mid-range jumper. The combination of size and elite athleticism on full display from Giannis there.
It's Trent on the wing. Lillard surveying the D. To the inside. And to Tacumbo. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Few better than Giannis completing the play. Incredible strength plus excellent agility.
And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Bucks.
I like how they've worked the ball inside, getting looks closer in there, and that really helps your offense.
I would like to highlight, too, guys, the excellent passing they've done early on. I mean, they've done a really good job putting the ball into the hands of guys ready to shoot it.
Pass to Lopez. Launches it. And the basket by Lillard.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
You're exactly right. I mean, everything seems to be dropping. Impressive scoring here.
Here's Nembhard. And again, it's the Pacers from deep.
And really, the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring them back.
Pass to Lillard. Back to Giannis. The Bucks working the ball around. The Bucks need to get a shot off here. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
You just cannot permit Lillard to get into a zone from deep. I mean, once that happens, you can't turn the valve off.
A shot by Nembhard, no good. Trent outside. And stolen by Siakam. Mathurin with the ball. And it's Trent picking him up. Outside for Halliburton. And Nembhard has it in the corner. Back to Halliburton. Off target with his 3.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
And with their offensive firepower, have the Pacers' Clark maxed out at that end of the floor?
There's still a lot of room for this team to grow offensively, Kevin. A low rate of free throws is something they can improve on. And a relatively low rate of threes and offensive boards, those are areas that can get better. I think there's another level they have to reach yet. Miles Turner denying another one of the league's best shot blockers year in and year out.
And it's Mathurin missing.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Now, here's Lillard. He's got 6. Here's Giannis. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to be on Miles Turner.
Man, that was a remarkable pump fake from Antetokounmpo. I mean, he's really good at selling that shot fake.
Taking 2 shots.
And he makes the first. Clark, what in the world is left for Giannis to accomplish at this point?
You know, Kevin, I don't know, quite honestly. I mean, perhaps more championships or MVPs. He's really done it all. Maybe a scoring title, but whatever he does from this point on, it's only going to add to what's been a Hall of Fame career.
And Neesmith with the slam.
Excellent assist there. Just led him to the perfect spot.
to the paint. Down it goes. Nice one there from Antetokounmpo. Giannis has got 9.
Superb initiative from Antetokounmpo. I mean, that may be something we overlook, but being able to take that initiative allows him to be a real menace when he's rolling to the rim after a pick.
It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Well, everything's coming too easily. I mean, at some point defensively, you have to take something away.
Now, Antetokounmpo following the three-point attempt by Obi Toppin.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
"20 seconds left in the first. And the Pacers can't get it to go. Milwaukee leading by 13. Outside Jackson. Screen by Antetokounmpo. Here's Rollins. And that one released in time, but no good. Giannis Antetokounmpo, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Bucks. He made his...
14.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And for the Bucks here, they've been putting a show on, guys.
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
That is fantastic defense on one of the best three-point shooters in the league. Didn't give him an inch of room.
Kuzma can't get it to go. Pacers trail by 13. Here's McConnell. Bamba with the block.
Guys, that's all athleticism and time. And Bamba, a terrific shot blocker because he uses the physical tools he has quite well.
On defense, the Bucks. This is the most they've led by 13 points. A three-pointer, no good. On offense, here are the Bucks. Following this one, they get to host the Hornets. That will complete this 4-game homestand. Here's Rollins. Pass to Kuzma. 6 to shoot. Over Neesmith. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. And the Bucks lead by 15. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Obi Toppin, good.
Well, making threes is vital for Toppin, developing his stretch big skill.
Porter with it. Scoreless thus far. Pass to Bamba. And the dunk by Bamba.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat.
Now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
Inside. And Toppin throws it down.
Toppin is a Skywalker. Obi, insane verticality.
Here's Porter. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
There's a screen by Toppin to the middle. And then Toppin with the jam.
Yes, sir, Obi Toppin. Very few better at throwing it down than him.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, the Bucks are still trying to perfect their chemistry. Bobby Portis says things take time. You've got to keep continuing to build it. There's another level Dame and Giannis can get to, just making it clockwork. Them continuing to get better at it opens the floor for everyone else on the court. Kevin?
David, with those two guys, Dame and Giannis, it opens the floor up a lot. Hey, thanks for the report. Pacers on defense, trailing by 10. Traps in the tray.
This speaks to how assertive Portis is, and he's skilled at knocking it down off the catch, too.
And Greg, 2 seasons ago, the Bucks ranked first in defensive rating. Last season, they dropped down to number 19.
Yeah, shifting defensive schemes, coaching changes, also swapping Drew Holiday for Damian Lillard. But they can and should be better than 19.
Now Porter from the arc. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
The more Porter Jr. hits this, the more driving lanes will appear for him.
Oh, Turner in position. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Tremendous display of chemistry and connectedness by Turner with his teammates. All they have to do is lob it his way, and he'll handle the rest.
Yeah, he's shown terrific control of the pace and the rhythm of this offense.
You know, numbers don't always tell the story, guys, but his assist totals do paint the picture here. I mean, he's got everybody involved.
Outside for Halliburton. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Nembhard. Neesmith. Oh, good with the triple.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. And it seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
And they'll get another chance. Outside, Porter. It's rebounded by Indiana.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just basically missed on that.
What athleticism from Turner. My goodness. He loves getting chances to throw it down like that.
Over to the left wing. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
And so it's Rick Carlisle here calling timeout. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. It seemed like the league was going to go smaller. But lately, Greg, it seems like size is back in fashion.
Yeah, I mean, look at the MVP award, right? Centers and Jokic and Embiid winning it recently. Even Giannis, you know, I wouldn't consider him small. And just overall around the NBA, it feels like bigger teams are having more success.
Here's Halliburton. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That's on Brook Lopez. Tyrese Halliburton is flat-out special, Clark. You say it all the time. He is an absolute machine on offense.
He really is an orchestrator, a maestro of platinum-level capability. His turnover numbers, outstanding. He's a guy that flirts with the 50, 40, 90 shooting splits and is going to lead the league in assists, I think, a better part of his career going forward. That's how good he is. Making it look effortless. Send this guy to the stripe, he's going to cash in more than not.
Trent outside. Misses the 3. Pacers trail by 10. Halliburton outside. Down low. Shots good by Turner. Turner's got 8 points.
Exceptional skills for Turner down in the paint. This guy I think has the potential to be a dominant player inside for a lot of years.
A wide open look here for Lopez. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard.
Yeah, D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Pass to Nembhard. Halliburton deciding where to go with it. Back to Turner. Some nice passing here by Indiana. Nembhard with it. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Trent outside. Here's Yuck. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Clark, the last piece of the puzzle for Giannis Antetokounmpo, winning that 2021 NBA title.
And you know, Kevin, think about this. When Giannis got that ring, he also had 2 MVPs, a Defensive Player of the Year award. Man, that's accomplishing a lot at just 26.
So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe.
Yeah, you know, the Greek Freak is extremely versatile. He's a 5-position player and does all of it at an elite level.
Here's Lillard. The kick out to Lopez. Back to Lillard. Pass to Lopez. It's Trent on the wing. Now here's Lopez. The shot by Lillard wide open. And so it's Milwaukee enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. They've got their field goal percentage to thank for that. They've been hot from all over the floor tonight. We come back right after this. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. That'll be a 5-second call.
And just a little too lax with that possession, and it cost them.
And I tell you what, more brain-neutral plays like that one, and they'll have a hole deeper than the one they're already in.
Unable to get the ball in bounds. They get called for the 5-second violation. Here's Nembhard. Pass to Halliburton. Lock at 6. To the middle. Lopez with the steal. Right there, the defender clearly trying to inhibit a fast break. I think that's a transition take foul. The Bucks shooting their 6th attempt at the charity stripe in the game.
Shooting 1.
Free throw good. Giannis. Brook Lopez worth every penny as he secured a nice raise last season.
Yeah, you know, he's a combination of a 3-point shooting big who's also an elite rim protector. That's a heck of a combination and a valuable one in today's game.
And it's Trent in the corner. Drains it from beyond the arc. Trent got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
You can see the evolution of Giannis as a passer. He's gotten good at thinking for himself and his teammates.
And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up. That's on Brook Lopez. And the Bucks making a change here. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
Finished the season last year around 80% from the stripe.
And guys, if a game was coming down to the wire and an opponent needed to foul, I mean, he was the guy they wanted with the ball in his hands. I mean, shooting the free throws because of his proficiency there.
Screen by Siakam. Loads it up there for Siakam. Ball's knocked loose. And there is a whistle. That goes on Andrew Nembhard. That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
First minute and a half of basketball here in the third quarter. And the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
They found a nice groove in this half, starting out 3 for 4.
Hey, GA, how about Damian Lillard's time in Portland? 11 magnificent years.
I mean, Kevin, arguably the best trailblazer of all time. Rookie of the year, then 7 All-Star appearances. Dame will always be a legend in the Rose City.
Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
To the paint. Lopez with the steal. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Kevin, Giannis Antetokounmpo is not one to puff out his chest and chase accolades. He said, I put the work in. That's how I get my confidence. I don't follow the media or my stats. What I know is that I put the work in and try to be the best version of myself. That focus has served him well. Kevin?
It has. You know, his dedication, David, unquestioned. And we appreciate your report. Bucks making a change here.
Coming onto the floor for your Bucks.
They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it in bounds that time.
And mistakes, guys, this quarter have translated to 9 points at the other end.
Here's Lillard, and it's sent back by Turner.
Oh, these arms of Turner just go on forever. I mean, which is part of the reason he's able to rack up the block shots that he does.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Clark, these Indiana Pacers play at one of the quickest paces of any team in the NBA.
Yeah, I love the fact that it's quite fitting considering the nickname, Indiana Pacers. And they do set the pace. They love to push that rock, and they do it relentlessly. Catching you before your defense can get set. It's a beautiful way to play. Tell you what, though, you got to be in great shape to make it work. Far from an ideal start here. I mean, this half just 1 for 4 so far.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on it.
And those are 2 loud points. Siakam flushes it without much effort.
Porter looking it over. Pass to Lillard. Three-pointer. Shoots the 3. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Lillard's got 7 points for the quarter.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Inside. Here's Turner. Now Nembhard. Halliburton outside. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
Halliburton was hungry for that hoop. Taking the ball right to the rack and drawing the foul.
And this is his second trip to the line in the game.
And a very steady season for him at the charity stripe last year. He was right at 85%.
Yeah, you know, that was one spot where they didn't have to worry about him at all. I mean, at the free throw line, he was automatic.
And so it's Halliburton who brings up the ball for Indiana. The Wizards on the road to face them after this game. That'll be the first of 4 played at home for them. Here's Lillard, and it's sent back by Turner. And they get it back. Screen by Antetokounmpo. Here's Lillard. Hands the 12-footer. Lillard's got 9 points here in the second half.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Well, the defensive rotations have been a step slow, and it's really helped them get that ball inside time after time.
You know, not necessarily what you're looking for, but still able to convert.
Here's Lillard, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
Lillard's craftiness right there on display, able to get himself to the line. He does that a lot.
In a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Bucks.
Well, I think they've been lethal from beyond the arc this game, no doubt about it. Hard to defend such spot-on shooting.
And on top of that, they're getting a lot of points off assists. And it's always a good sign when your team is working as a cohesive unit.
I like the play call. Very solid, making perfect use of the pick to get a great look.
And the shot goes down. Giannis has got 7 points here in this quarter.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
Going inside. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Now, Greg, it took 40 years, but the Bucks finally won their second NBA title back in 2021.
Yeah, and Kareem leading that 71 squad. Giannis was the man in 2021, averaging 35 and 13 during the finals, closing out the Suns with that 50-piece in Game 6.
And Lillard gets it to go.
Love the way Lillard can contort his body ever so slightly, able to protect the ball right there.
And so it's Rick Carlisle here calling timeout. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. Indiana making a change here.
Make some noise for your Bucks home crew.
It would take a major comeback for them to get back into this game.
And the chances of that happening don't look good.
Wasted no time on that one.
3 points.
Neesmith has got 5 now.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make them pay.
Back to Porter. .114 left in the third. Tries again. And Bamba with the lay-in. He has 6.
Bamba's got crazy length and impressive height, obviously, at north of 7 feet. Helps him on that offensive board, but his tenacity, a big part of that, too.
Siakam with it. Bamba picks him up to the right side. Shot clock at 5. Here's Toppin. No good on the triple. Milwaukee leading by 23. Here's Giannis. Can't hit that one.
Boy, that's a look. He has to finish, and he knows it. Blown opportunity.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. And here's McConnell. Here's a screen by Toppin. He takes it in. It's all about Antetokounmpo. Good, and a nice assist from Porter. Giannis has got 9 points here in the second half.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at both ends. Steals, fast break buckets, and the other team in scramble mode.
And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. The Bucks on top, just dominating this one. And after a quick break, we're going to come right back with the start of the fourth quarter. And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. And it's Antetokounmpo with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 25. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Antetokounmpo's got 25 points.
It's been Giannis's night. His points have come in a variety of ways, and as usual, he has been relentless.
And the foul on Isaiah Jackson. That is his first foul of the game. GA, what effect do you think the rule to limit flopping has had since it was put into place in the NBA?
Well, I do think we're seeing less theatrics, and there were fines before, but a flop now might impact the game itself. So I'd say it's been a bit of a deterrent.
Nice shot there by Bamba.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
I'd agree with you, and I don't think they expected this one to be a game where they would get battered inside like they have.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Tyrese Halliburton. And that'll be his third foul so far.
First team foul.
And it's Milwaukee's ball. Lillard outside. Over McConnell. And it's Lillard missing. And turnovers have been the issue for him.
You can see the coaches have gotten into him a little bit about this. They've got to do a better job of taking care of the ball.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Tyrese Halliburton.
That's his fourth.
That will get him his fourth foul of the game.
First team foul.
Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Pass to Jackson. And it goes out of bounds. That one off McConnell.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
Clearly a careless pass. He got away with one there.
Pacers on defense. Halliburton outside. Toppin, no one around him. That's good, and it's Halliburton with the assist.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
Yeah, and they either have been unwilling or unable to take that shot away.
And Nembhard has it in the corner. Pass to Nesmith. That's tipped. Out left to the wing. Back to Toppin. 6 to shoot. Here's Nembhard. Beats the shot clock, but can't get it to fall. And here's Giannis. Toppin covering. Clark, we know the Bucks are a veteran team that has now leveraged their assets to try to win now.
And the question is, Kevin, do they have enough? There's a point at which veteran becomes a nicer way or a euphemism for old, especially in today's NBA. That can be a problem for you.
And Greg, we know the Pacers have to improve defensively, but where do they start?
Candidly, Kevin, I feel like they're too soft. Giving up offensive rebounds, cheap fouls, they've got to be tougher mentally and physically, especially on the interior.
Here's Lillard. Doesn't go that time. Excellent defense there from Halliburton. And there's the 8-second call as they can't get it across half court in time.
Sloppy is the only way you can describe his play thus far. Just way too many turnovers.
Here's Lillard. Regarding court layout, Clark, do you think there should be more space around the court to reduce collisions?
Yeah, part of me would say that makes a lot of sense and would be prudent. I mean, you've got to balance that with access to fans who want to be for those premium seats as close to the action as possible. But it is difficult when you see a fan collide with the players. So I think you balance it. I would like to see a little more room, give the fans the experience and access, but maybe create a little more cushion between the playing surface and those high-priced seats.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. Lillard, right side. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup. On the wing, Mathurin. Some nice passing here by Indiana. Here's Turner. Bamba with the block. And so it looks like the Pacers will retain possession here. That'll be a 5-second call. Craig, we know players are not shy about criticizing officiating. Anything you'd try to change or improve with the way the game is called?
Well, I like when the players and the refs get together in the offseason to go over video examples. And I think one thing that's important is you got to have relationships between the players and the officials. And then I think the fans can also then kind of get on the same page. There are going to be missed calls out there. That will never change.
Knocked loose. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Turner. Here's Lillard.
Well, Halliburton can be a pesky defender now. He's got quick feet, he's got length, and he's got the desire to defend.
Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over. Unable to get the ball in bounds. They get called for the 5-second violation.
They don't make them bar none. They don't make them real. They don't make it where I'm from. They don't take it here. They ain't seeing due time. I be making meals. Bossed up in this game.